This podcast is not affiliated with any Grand Lodge, and the ridiculous antics and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and should be dismissed immediately.
That's me.
Ooh, get your cold gas. Get your cold gas.
Welcome to episode 44, Studio 357 Masonic Podcast. If you missed that or hit the cutting room floor, I apologize because you should have heard it. Great reference to a Subway commercial.
Yeah, it had to be there.
Is that copyright infringement? Nah. Nobody watches this anyway.
He didn't mean that. No emails.
Yeah, if you're going to email, it's Jim Gill at... Anyways, we haven't even started. We're off the rails.
The way we like it.
What episode? Did I say what episode it is? Yeah, 44.
44, that's me!
Lord, I apologize.
You haven't even had anything to drink.
Okay, let's thank our sponsors. Will you, Jim?
You want me to do that? Okay. Shout out to our sponsors. We got Homeward Handyman Services, brickmasons.com, the Insurance Center, Corporal Dagan Page Foundation, and all of our Patreon supporters with whom we wouldn't be able to do this show without their help.
We certainly would not have good microphones and headphones that are too loud. We have a special guest host tonight, right?
I'm not going to say. I am going to say. Special, what do you mean by special?
Well, we'll leave that to the imagination.
Okay.
We do have work brother Patrick Smith with us. You didn't know it was going to be that kind of show, did you?
And we've already got his car blocked in, so he's here.
And our guest tonight is Worshipful Brother Jim Cope. Tell us what lodge you're in and how long you've been a Mason, Jim.
Well, I've been a Mason for 8 years now, and Victory Lodge 310 in Valley is my home.
Okay.
So I live in Fremont.
I didn't even know Valley had a lodge.
They do. We have a very nice lodge, very active.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
That's one of the good ones.
yeah.
Right on.
And the whole 8 years you've been in the same lodge?
Correct, all years.
What appendix bodies do you belong to?
Well, I'm Scottish Rite, Order of the Eastern Star, member of the Royal Order of Scotland. I am pledge/Rainbow Dad for Waterloo Elkhorn, and anything else I'm told to do, and Grand Historian for Grand Lodge.
Royal Order of Scotland.
Royal Order of Scotland, yeah, that's the big Scottish Claymore tattoo I've got on my leg there.
I am unfamiliar with that. Tell us about that.
Everything I know about that is a very, very handful. We drove to Des Moines. We went through 4 hours of learning the history of Scotland Masons. And then a really old guy with a giant claymore came over and almost cut my ear off and knighted me. And there you go. Paid my dues. And
So is that the closest lodge?
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Pennsylvania's the closest. So.
Okay.
But if I'm ever in Scotland, I can go whenever I want. So I've been telling my wife we need to have a trip to Scotland, but she keeps saying no.
Oh, sounds like a road trip.
A road trip?
Road trip.
I think it's on your dime.
It's going to get wet.
It's going to get real wet, real fast.
I.
So what have you been up to, Jim?
What have we been up to? I went through my third degree in right? So
Fantastic.
I am an excellent master.
Nice.
Excellent. So like Bill and Ted kind of excellent?
Well, yeah. That's what I kept thinking in the back of my mind the whole time.
I love it. Our house is back on the market. Still looking for acreages. No news.
News there?
No.
Yet.
Yet. I like the optimism.
I'm optimistic. It's going to happen.
Eventually. Eventually somebody's going to buy this and you have to find a place for it.
Well, you say that as an absolute. I mean, there's always a car.
Trucks have beds.
People do it all the time. I'm telling you.
Patrick, what have you been up to?
School started again. Kids are back in school. Masonically, tomorrow is, I guess by the time people hear this, it will be in the past tense. But tomorrow's our annual PIN membership dinner. We'll be honoring guys reach different milestones and eating a crap ton of really good barbecue. So looking forward to that for lunch.
And our wonderful guest, Jim, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks?
Work, Rainbow, Grand Lodge, work, more Rainbow. Have more Rainbow coming up, in fact, this weekend, and a lot of Eastern Star. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Here's a theme there.
Lots of rainbows.
Yeah. Feel the rainbow?
Feel the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
I used to know a joke about that, but I can't remember it.
Oh.
So do you have any family history in masonry?
Yes. My Grandpa John, my mom's dad, whom I never met, he was actually gone before I was born, was a Mason. My mom was Eastern Star. She played piano and organ, made all the cakes and cookies for Eastern Star for 100 years. And then pretty much every male on that side of the family was a Mason. None on my dad's side. So.
Okay. What is he doing over here? We're going to give him some.
I'm working on it.
Oh,
you're working some questions.
You're working on it.
How did you come to masonry?
How did I come to masonry? One day my wife came home from work and said, "Hey, Dan Ricks wants us to be a host couple for Dennis Ricks for his Grand Lodge retreat." I said, "What the hell is that?" And my wife goes, they want us to help set up activities, help serve, be a bartender, be a bouncer, whatever needs to be done. I'm like, I can do that. So we went to the Arbor Day Lodge and set up for this Grand Lodge retreat, and I hung out with some of the most amazing guys I think I've ever met in my entire life. Learned all their histories. For the entire year, we were with Nan and Dennis for other events. I decorated for annual communication that year, and come that Sunday after Dennis's year was up, I handed in my paperwork and said, "Hey, I got a problem here. Can you help me with this?" He'd have thought I handed that man a solid gold bar. As so excited as he was, he went to everybody he knew. He's going to be a Mason. He's going to be a Mason. And that's my story. Here I am.
I love it.
It's not the most exciting story, but it was amazing being a non-Mason, seeing these men work and seeing what they do, and I fell in love with them.
That's cool.
Well, and just the idea that someone would feel that much happiness that you're going to do something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Nan and Dennis have basically adopted my wife and I. We're their kids. I mean, Dennis tells people that I'm his son all the time. In fact, there were Masons that, "Oh, hey, where's your dad?" Or, "Hey, where's your father-in-law?" And my wife, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, my dad's in South Dakota. "Oh, Dennis, okay." So, but he is, yeah. So they are my family. So.
What is your why for Masonry?
What is my why for Masonry? As in, why do I do what I do?
Why do you do it?
I do it because it's a way for me to be able to help kids. Because as a Mason, I can become a Shriner. I can help a Shrine Hospital. I can help with the Masonic All-Star Band. I'm there for those kids. I'm medical lead for the Masonic All-Star Band. It's a way for me to still have my skills to help kids, to help them become better people.
You said medical lead. What is your day job?
Well, I am an athletic trainer, PTA'd. I have so many different names and titles and things like that. I work for a physical therapy company in Fremont, and I basically get to pick on people all day long.
Is that what PT stands for?
Pain and torture, or physical terrorism.
Pain and torture.
Yes. Many people will tell you it's physical terrorism. So it's like, "Hi, how are you doing today? Let's go get on this treadmill." Hi, how are you? Hey, let's stretch.
And I bet you're smiling the whole time
I
you're
am
doing
smiling. And a lot of therapists will say, well, this is going to hurt me as much as it's going to hurt you. It doesn't. It doesn't hurt me at all. I feel fine. And I'm happy knowing that as well. So.
Oh, great. Now we're going to get more conspiracy theory stuff. We've got people torturing in our lodges. Oh, wait a minute. That might...
Well, if they're in my lodge, they get tortured. One of the education pieces I did, I'm in charge of education for Victory Lodge, is I took our worshipful master and I set him on a table. And I talked about how masonry can be in athletic training as I'm taping his ankle. And it's like, you know, we're going to meet on the level, and we have to have our strength, we have to have our beauty, we have to have our wisdom as we're doing that. And everybody's like, oh, is he hurting him? Is he going to be okay? He'll limp out, but, you know. So.
Actually, speaking of education, you've done some other interesting sort of education, like spins on Masonic education at your lodge.
I have, yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about a few of those?
Sure.
And maybe, like, what's your philosophy on?
My philosophy is make Masonic education fun and involve everybody. I don't want to be that guy that's like, I have this book and we're going to read a chapter and you're going to listen to me talk, because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear me read. I created what's called the Traveling Trowel Trophy in my lodge, and it's game show. It's like Jeopardy. And I come up with questions, and whoever gets the most points, they win this trowel. They get that bragging rights for the month. Like, I got this trowel. I'm the smartest guy in the lodge for a month. I tried to do things where I can engage people. I did a scavenger hunt one time. I took all the young Masons, the guys who are 5 years or less, and I had older guys sit in different spots, and they would read clues to them. You know, like, you will find me in the front of the lodge under my hats. Oh, the worshipful master. All right, let's go find the worshipful master. Now he has a clue. So I just don't want the education to be boring. I like that, like you said, that spin on that. I like to make sure that people are involved and they have a smile on their face as they're learning.
So if you're listening to this or watching this, tell your Elioto to listen to it also. That's a fantastic tip for education.
I also think that his calendar just got
That's okay. It doesn't hurt me a bit.
And I am willing to travel with the Traveling Trowel Trophy, too. I mean, if there's a lodge out there that thinks they have guys smarter than me or my lodge, bring it on.
Should never do any of those battles.
You know, crazy idea, depending on what the workshops at Grand Lodge look like next year. I think that would be an awesome, like, people could come pick your brain about Masonic education, just get ideas to take back to their lodge or something.
I'm available. I literally have a trapper keeper. Yes, I still have a trapper keeper, by the way, full of different ways to do Masonic education in a way that's fun and exciting.
Awesome.
I love it.
What turn is it? Oh, it's my turn. That's why you're looking at me. Okay, what number are we on?
You know I can't count.
We're on it.
So outside of education, what do you do in your lodge to help keep everybody engaged?
Try to just involve them. Say, hey, what do you want to do? What's something that you want to do at lodge? Hey, you're a new guy. Let's talk about this Artificer Award. Hey, we got a guy who he went away for a little while and he's coming back. Hey, let's talk about this titanium trowel. What's something that you and we can sit down and we can talk about? Or I can bring in a couple of the older guys and we can have it's a little talk.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be, you go to a business meeting. Here I am, the young guy, lost, confused. But how can we involve this young guy to get him so we can maintain masonry?
Yeah. Because nobody joins masonry to go to business meetings.
To learn about how much money we have in the bank and if we're going to cook hamburgers and hot dogs, or if we're going to...
20-minute discussion of how much we're going to charge for a raffle ticket.
Exactly.
That's masonry.
You make it sound so much fun.
Well,
That's just what we want them to think.
yeah.
That's what we're talking
Just,
about.
You know, once you reach a certain level of masonry, then it's fun.
We're just not to that level.
Yeah, we're just not to that level yet.
I
I
do-
really did just make that sound like it's not fun. It actually is the most fun I've ever had.
I do remember business meeting at NISPOC 2-3 years ago, and I swear we took 25 minutes talking about a new vacuum cleaner. And
Hey, that's important.
it is important, but not at a business meeting.
Not a business meeting, no.
How often did
And we
you change the
didn't-
filter?
And we didn't even take action on buying the new vacuum.
You tabled it.
Anyway,
Don't leave me in suspense. Did you finally get a vacuum, or?
yeah.
Okay.
Not any of the ones we talked. Like a year later, just on a whim, I was like, this is on sale at Sam's Club. Let's buy it for the lot.
And that is how we control the world.
That's how we control the world, people.
Yep. Masonry, where it only takes 8 months to make a trivial decision.
With consensus.
Consensus.
So, tell us about what does the Grand Historian do? What does that look like? What do you like about it?
Well, for me, as Grand Historian, I decided that I wanted to do a project when I found out I was going to be Grand Historian. And I sat down and I'm like, what do I like about history? I like learning about history. I like hearing people tell me about history. What if I was to get a hold of every single lodge in this state and ask the worshipful master, secretary, someone who's been there for a while, what is one thing about your lodge that you could tell a prospective candidate or brother that would grab their attention to make them want to come into Masonry? Is there one piece of history about your lodge that you can tell them, we have this and no other lodge has that? We had someone who was famous here. We had someone who was infamous. I'm not liking the way you guys are doing that.
Did you know that Nebraska one is the oldest lodge in the
It's
state
the
of
oldest lodge in the state of Nebraska.
Somebody that appreciates that.
Yeah. I love the debate on that, by the way. I could sit for hours and listen to guys talk about that. Just as a young Mason, as I still am, I love listening to that. I love listening to the old guys talk about stuff like that. So for me, the Grand Historian is what can I do that will help promote Masonry, but also help those lodges promote Masonry?
So what's the most interesting story that you've heard?
Oh, well, I've heard all about Wild Bill Hickok. I've heard about, let's see, what have I heard about like our lodge, we had all the bigwigs at Belmont, the Masons. Well, who was the first and who was the last and who was the best. So, I haven't got quite as far with it as I wanted to because I don't get phone calls back. I don't get text message answered back. I'm about 40% of the way through, I would say.
You have 3 guys here right now.
And don't worry, we're going to be talking before I get out of here about something. Don't worry. So,
what's something about not the oldest lodge thing? What's something else about Nebraska 1?
Yeah, give us something meaningful.
Something meaningful. That's pretty meaningful. We
What's
predated the
second
state.
most meaningful thing?
so what would be something that you would grab the 21-year-old's attention? You think that being that number one lodge, you think that would grab it, or is there something else that would?
That's the interesting thing about it. Is a 21-year-old going to be interested in history?
That's the other thing.
Yeah,
That's why I'm trying to figure out something that grabs them. They're like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Because it's either that or they're looking at their phone, sending off twits and tweets, Snapchats.
So with Beehive, at one time we had, in one lodge, we had to meet on 3 different nights. We had the beef packers, the stockyard workers, they were one night.
Okay.
The railroaders were another night. And then just your common blue-collar guy was on the 3rd night.
Wow.
But they're all part of one lodge. There were 3 nights of different meetings. So.
Now, I guess the one thing you probably didn't know as we talk about it being the oldest lodge, but we haven't done we haven't had our charter all those years. We got it yanked for a year. So,
I didn't want to embarrass you by bringing that up.
But most worshipful John J. Mercer, there was a dispute about the powers of the Grand Master, and he won. But exactly, to be fair, exactly 1 year later, we were returned the charter.
Not the oldest continuous lodge, but the oldest. Indeed.
So Nebraska City is
So I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Lodge. I don't know if it would grab a 21-year-old, but somebody who is community-minded. I mean, our mural on the side of our building.
Yeah.
If they are interested enough to hear the story, to see how that unfolded, our partnership with the community, that's like
And that's one thing I found
a
out,
really
too,
visual thing too.
The visual right there, you've got that because you've got something that's going to grab their attention. They're going to take time to look at it. They're going to take time to ask questions. I'm like, well, why is this here? Why is that there? Why did you choose to put this up here? And that's
I don't know for sure, but I gotta think we're like the only lodge in Nebraska with a giant mural on the side of the building. Related to masonry.
Related to masonry. I remember a time in Shattered when we lived there when somebody painted a mural on the side of their lodge, but it had nothing to do with masonry. And that was, that was pretty interesting.
Maybe a little bit of anatomy and
some
biology.
Of the best graffiti ever. So, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'm a little too that's possibly only.
Anatomy, biology.
It only lasted about 2 days. So.
They didn't work on phonics.
Well, that's why they went to Shattered State.
Hey, there's a Pathmaster in our lodge that went to Shattered State. Sounds about right.
Yeah, the equals degree at CSC. That's what I was always told. So.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what his degree is.
Well, maybe he'll watch this.
Really
and,
Who is it?
I should tell more stories.
Who is the person?
David. You know Dave Workman.
Yeah.
You know his son David.
No.
Dave.
Dave. Okay. His son graduated from.
Dave's not here right now.
Dave's not here, man. All right. On that note, let's take a quick
We
break.
got a break.
We need to reset. We need to reset Jim.
Which one?
You.
Yeah, me, okay.
All right. We'll be back.
Your one-stop Masonic marketplace. You are the hero of this journey. We want to proudly stand behind you every step of the way. We want to enable you to go the extra mile in your Masonic travels. We want you to look your very best on every occasion. Investing in high-quality regalia shouldn't be a burden. We know you want to be better. We know you want to make a difference. We don't think you should compromise. Be your best. Visit bricksmasons.com today.
Buckle in, Buttercup, because we're recording now.
Oh,
Do you have like a secret switch?
Yeah.
Oh, the mouse. All right. I'm like, I don't know what happened that we weren't recording. Now we are.
Now we are.
Pull your mic up. No.
on second thought, don't worry about it. Nobody's listening anyway.
Especially not to me.
If they were, they're not now.
Yeah. I'm refreshed. How about you?
That was a good break.
That was a good break. That was great messages.
Oh yeah, the sponsors killed it.
Oh,
It's going off the rails, Governor.
how are we going to get back into this?
Can I just go completely off script?
Yeah, go for it.
Those dudes from Alabama asked you guys a question I really liked.
Okay.
If I could ask Jim.
Those dudes.
Those dudes.
Do you have a favorite degree, favorite lecture, favorite moment in a degree that, without,
Stairway lecture.
why?
I just absolutely love hearing about the columns and just like when the people give that degree, I learn something new every time. It seems like I hear something new and I get chills from it when you're learning about the 3, 5, and 7. That just, even thinking about it, I little goosebumps. I absolutely love that. When you bring that candidate through those pillars and you're on that representation of that 3, 5, and 7, that winding stair. And when we did a degree at the Masonic home, and I saw that Brian Sandahl do that right there on those stairs. I'm pretty sure I proved myself. It was so amazing. I was just like, I can't believe I'm watching this. I can't believe I'm listening to this. I was blown away. Like I'm pretty sure my jaw was open the whole time. It was just absolutely amazing. So stairway lecture will always be my favorite. I will fight for that.
It's halfway through the question. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, go ahead and finish. Get the rest of the question now?
But he answered it. I mean,
What's your favorite part? Okay, we'll come back to you.
I mean, I guess this answer has probably changed in the past couple of years after I started conferring degrees, after challenging myself to learn to confer the degrees. I really like a lot of the different parts in the EA degree, especially the apron presentation. But probably my favorite part is the letter G fellowcraft degree. Just because, the things it's talking about and how the grand architect of the universe. And also, just, I've heard a lot of people say, I hate that. Not, they don't like the message, but it's so hard to learn the letter G because the pacing, the cadence, the way it's written is just kind of not the same as some of the other things. So, conquering that, learning it myself.
How are you with third
Here it comes.
I'm not at all. Letter G is the only thing close to a lecture I can do.
I'm a one-trick pony. I know one lecture.
Yeah. If you need help conferring or just other chairs in a degree, I'm not taking somebody to some athletic activity somewhere, I could be available.
We're doing a master's degree, and that's the only thing I don't have is the third lecture.
You know Mark Miller? No. He might be able to help you.
How about this? If you're listening, and you know the third lecture for master's degree in Nebraska, we should clarify. We are listening around the globe now. A lot around the globe. We have a new one, Singapore.
When's the degree? It's
September 1st, Saturday, 1 p.m. Anyway, my favorite one is the stair lecture, hence the name of this show. What about you, Jim?
Well, I thought I knew the answer until hearing him talk about learning it. It kind of changes your perspective. I'm still going to stick with that third in master.
Stick to your guns.
That one gets you going.
Don't let anybody sway your opinion. You just do you.
Okay. Words of wisdom from Joe.
Sunshine on a dog grass every once in a while.
Let's get back to the show.
Oh, meanwhile in masonry.
What would you change about the fraternity if you could change anything?
That's a great question. I've heard that question before, and honestly, I don't think things need to be changed, but I think that us older Masons, and I say that as a guy who's been a Mason for 8 years, we've got to be there for the younger Masons. I don't think things need to be changed, but we need to have that camaraderie. We need to have that show of what can you do coming into Masonry? How can we get you involved? I honestly don't think anything needs to be changed. I think just a little more work needs to be done to keep the numbers.
When you say younger Masons, are you talking age or are we talking newer Masons?
Newer Masons. Those guys that are just coming in. We have a younger Mason in our lodge, and it's like, hey, what are you doing this Saturday? Hey, we're doing the road cleanup. Hey, we're doing the Valley Day cleanup. Hey, you can only come for a couple hours. Doesn't matter. Come on out. Camaraderie. Come talk with us. Come throw trash with Jim. That's what I do. We're gonna have a good time. You're gonna laugh, and you're gonna have fun.
I think it's important. Those younger guys, I think we take it for granted that guys that have been in the lodge a lot longer, they have those relationships, and you just kind of know what's going on.
Exactly.
And and that guy that's been a Master Mason for a year, or maybe he's a fellowcraft, or whatever it may be, he may not. All you gotta do is text him or call him, just remind him.
And that's one thing I do is I send a lot of text messages too. I have the group, but I do a lot of singles. And it's always like, hey, haven't seen you in lodge in a while. How are you doing? Is there something I can do for you? hey, group, guess what? This is what we're going to do. This is what. Hey, I got an idea for education. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We've got this event coming up, and we need a couple people coming in just doing something. I'm going to bring the music, the speaker, and the beer, and we're going to have fun.
I'll sign me up.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
It's the little things. Exactly. Little things go a long way.
That was like taking. If I could change something, it would be that the more experienced Masons took less for granted. Like I became a master Mason. We've had this discussion several times on the show. But it's like I didn't know if I would cross arms when I had no idea. I didn't know when I was supposed to do it. I didn't know if it was left over right over left. I didn't have to. There's a lot of those little ancillary things that everybody just takes for granted that you don't teach the new guys.
Right. And I guess that's one thing when I became Mason, I had a group of older guys that were willing to show me and teach me. And I think that's the reason why I feel that, I need to do more for Masonry. It's because those guys were there for me. They were telling me those little subtle changes. Whoa, easy there, big dog. It's like you said, why do we cross our arms? They explain that to me. Why do we bow our heads? Why do we say what we say? Why do we lead with the left foot? Why do we turn the way we turn? I think that's why I learned everything that I learned and still learning, because I've had that. And then I see some of these other lodges, and these guys are like, I don't know what to do. Like, okay, now cross your arms, bow your head. Now who's your mentor? Because I need to slap him upside the head.
So I guess, speaking as a young guy who doesn't quite have the year in as a master yet.
Let's just say newer guy.
A newer guy. Well, no, I'm going with his definition. I'm a young guy. I'm going with his definition.
My definition, you're a young guy. Yeah. But also so am I too. So
What's your cutoff? When are you not a young guy?
10 years?
I'm going to say 10 years plus.
I'm still young too.
I'm the old man. 11 years.
11 years.
Sorry, you were
But
saying.
as a young guy, I think it's incredibly important not only to teach them, but to make them feel that their opinions are valid. To be able to be, one of the great things about my lodge that I'm very appreciative of is to give an idea, and even if it's a bad idea, to have them listen to it and say, hey, I like that, but have you thought of this? Or, I like that, let's do that. I think we get so set in our ways that we don't reach out and try to get new ideas and to involve those people. It's amazing the power of somebody's idea getting accepted and how they change their attitude towards it.
A lot of times that's all it is they're heard.
Yeah.
They're accepted. They're coming up with new ideas for something else. And that's huge.
Well,
huge
once a
in
guy
lodge.
knows that he can bring up an idea and he doesn't get chastised for it,
Exactly.
now he's going to bring up more ideas. And
Exactly.
the guy sitting next to him, hey, I got this idea. What do you think I should run?
Well, that's why my lodge has a Facebook page now. Because I'm like, hey, we're going to do this. If you're on Facebook, join. I will find you.
The beautiful thing is when you get to the point where guys are good, bad, ugly, they're just throwing out ideas and it's leading to.
Are the ideas ugly or the guys ugly?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But a lot of times at MISPA this happens. We have our meeting and we talk, go through whatever, and then we go in the dining room, we have a beer, guys start to filter out, and then like the real ideas start, and they start out pretty crude. What if we did this? It's like, we said silence. Well, what about this? And you kind of chipping away, making that idea a little bit better. But you've got that, these guys. They're your brothers, and so
Well,
you feel
and the great
you
thing
feel
about
comfortable.
the great thing about that is the buy-in. If we came up with this idea together, we're gonna make it happen together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's going to stick together with that.
If it's your idea, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. But if it's our idea, there's
We
no
all had something into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Give everybody some skin in the game.
Oh, we just solved all the problem.
Yeah, we did. Look at that.
Look at us.
We got time to spare.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me.
That's a different show.
Refreshment.
So, Jim, tell us what capacity you work with the youth.
The youth. Oh man, I ref youth volleyball and basketball at the YMCA in Fremont. Did you say youths? Youths?
Hold it together. Hold it together.
Sorry.
In the home stretch. Come on.
My cousin Vinny. I don't know when the last time I saw that movie. That's awesome. Gosh. So I ref volleyball and basketball at the YMCA in Fremont.
That's the largest YMCA in the country, isn't it?
Largest YMCA in the country. That's right.
Really?
That's right. We
It's
are.
a beautiful building.
That's
It's
more impressive
gorgeous.
than being the oldest lodge in Nebraska.
It is.
This is why people should watch. Did you see the hang dog? Sorry to interrupt. I am there all the time for swim meets.
Perfect. So yeah, so
that
you know
building
that.
is awesome.
Yeah. So I've been doing that now for going on 14 years. Love every minute of it. I also coach my daughter's soccer team. Got 7 years in that, or 7 seasons. Those girls are doing amazing. They're moving up in the world, and the other coaches are like, holy buckets, they actually know what they're doing. Well, I have been yelling at them for quite a while.
Yeah, motivator.
I am a giant compared to these small children. So I also.
How are you?
Just do what he
6'6".
says.
6'6".
6'6". Yeah, my dad always said when I moved away from South Dakota, this Bigfoot sightings that. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, and then also I helped with Special Olympics basketball at Fremont. And then in Chadron, when we lived there, I did a lot of coaching and reffing there. And then I helped with, bowling, track and field, you name it, I did it. So anything that's going to help the kids. And then I help with what's called the Tiny Tykes program at the YMCA. And that's where you take a kid who's never played sports before, you teach them fundamentals, and you let them go.
You yell at him too.
They don't let me yell as much at the YMCA as I do on the soccer field. But
More of a stern talking to you.
it's stern. They see me, and they're like, oh.
What about, I believe you said something about band camp earlier?
Band camp, yeah. Yeah, I've been helping with that for a few years. They brought me into that. They're like, hey, we need a day med person. And I'm like, that's just down my alley. I pack up my training kits, and I got my sideline kit, my blood kit, and my personal kit, and I got ice bags. And I try to tell the kids what they need to do, and they stare at me blankly. I say, hey, have you had any water today? No, how can you tell? Well, because you're one giant crap. So, and yeah.
So having not been a band kid, did
Okay.
you see a lot of injuries during that week?
You would be surprised the things that I have seen. The very first year of band camp, we were coming back from the parade, and a kid was messing around and stepped on a curb and broke his ankle.
Oh.
And he had a trumpet solo. So I soft casted this kid, set him in a chair underneath the drum majors so he could play his solo, drove out on the field in a gator, picked him up, drove off the field, sent the kid home so he could go get x-rays. That is why we don't mess around in band camp.
It's a hell of an exit from the field. It's like your own personal gator.
Man, I came zipping out there. I loaded in, got back in, took off. Like people were sending me pictures.
During the
Like,
parade where you
Yeah.
run off the field.
luckily, the kid only weighed like 74 pounds, so I just threw him over my shoulder and off we went.
So, before we get into random quick-fire questions,
This hasn't been random so far.
well, no, we plan every aspect of this show.
We do. We spend hours and weeks.
Meticulous planning.
And it shows.
It's as shine as it's going to get, people.
So, more of the question for people listening and watching, but would you like to buy a raffle ticket for our gun?
Yes. I think I already told you that once, but yeah.
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 Now it's on the record.
We got it recorded. You got my one now?
Okay.
Where am I at?
Where am I? Where am I here?
Oh wow, 3x5 cards.
Just like
Man, we're serious now.
You get the honors, Sir Patrick.
Sir?
Do you want to pick your own numbers, or do you want the randomizer to pick for you?
Let's randomize it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what that guy can do.
crazy.
Randomize. Come on, smartphone.
Involves the operator.
Okay. 25.
All right, that's me.
What is your go-to drink when hanging out with brothers?
Go-to drink when hanging out with brothers. We have a brother in our lodge, and it was Corona all the way. So Corona. Corona's a lot. Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Let's give them a hard one.
Give him a hard one. It's random.
Yes,
Give him a
you
hard
heard me.
one. Do as I say.
I know how I would answer this.
Patrick's making the questions, so it doesn't matter what number.
Any person, living or dead, that you would be most excited about to be your top line signer.
John Wayne.
Why?
Oh, that's
Why?
a good
John Wayne.
The Duke.
Because as a kid growing up, my father forced me to watch every single John Wayne movie 4,823 times. And when I found out that the man was a Mason, a Shriner, a Scottish Rite, that right there sealed it for me. And if you don't like the movie McClintock, we'll have words.
Fight
So,
words.
right there, John Wayne, all the way.
What lodge would you most like to visit that you have not visited?
Outside
Ooh.
of Beehive 184.
Oh, man. Mizpah. Mizpah is a good one. I've heard great things about Mizpah and Mercer Lodge, just because Eric Gonzalez is there. And I didn't know if you guys knew this or not, but he's kind of my personal hero. So, yeah.
I've said this before, actually, on the show. I'm pretty sure I have a man crush on Eric.
Anyway,
Yeah.
33. Big 33.
I like Eric too.
No. In all honesty, he's a very good friend. He's a great friend.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's a great
And
guy. That man has answered so many questions for me
Oh,
over the
yeah.
years.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure at one point, I'm like, he's going to see me calling and answering a question, and he's going to be like, what is wrong with this idiot? You know? Why do we have him around?
Well, he hasn't done it to me yet, so I think you're okay.
Do you collect any Masonic items? If so, what are you into?
A lot of rings. I love the rings.
Membership cards.
Membership cards. Lapel pins have been a big one, but mostly the Masonic rings. When I was a kid, and there was a gentleman who was a Mason in my hometown, and it seemed like that guy always had a different Masonic ring every time I saw it.
Really?
I was like, oh wow, what's that one? You know.
So what's your favorite one you've got?
The one I'm wearing right now is kind of a simple. I like how the blue and the gold kind of go together with it. And this is also the one where I had a patient go, "Oh, I see you're Illuminati. Let's talk." I'm like, "How about you get on a treadmill and we don't bring up Illuminati again?"
One more.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
What's that number?
Uh-oh.
Just want to pick one.
It's hard to get good help, isn't it, Jim?
That's right.
Flipping it around, I guess maybe you can answer this. What does your lodge have that no other lodge does?
Ooh.
Jim Cope. My lodge has Jim Cope. He is a stud.
Maybe not after this.
Is he always there?
He's always there. That guy. Well, let's see. We have a past Grand Master. We have myself. I've been a couple different positions in Grand Lodge. Rob King has been several different positions in the Grand Lodge.
What other positions have you held?
Personal rep last year for Grandmaster John Ferguson. So, we have the gentleman who's in charge of band camp, K. Roger Dill. So, I mean, we've got a lot of people that are very, very active in a lot of things throughout the state. He's involved in the Shrine Band. He's involved in other schools with bands and things like that. So, I would say that we have. I'd say that would be it right there. We're very involved.
When does your lodge meet for anybody that wants to check it out?
Second Monday of the month, 7 o'clock.
In Valley, Nebraska.
In Valley, Nebraska.
You guys do, obviously, well, I don't know, obviously. What else do you do? What do you do on non-meeting weeks?
Non-meeting weeks, if we have candidates, we do practice. If we have proficiency, we come in and we have practice. We do roundtable meetings. We discuss what are we going to do for fundraising, different things like that. Usually for Valley Days, we do a baked hamburger and hot dog feed. But unfortunately this year, because when the storm came through, it flooded out the park, so we weren't able to do that. So we're coming up with ideas to bring in different little ways for some fundraising. Also different ways of how can we bring the community into the lodge so they can see it. You know, maybe grab that one person. It's amazing the number of people in a small town of Valley that we have a Masonic lodge.
Yeah.
Would you know that great building with the big blue square and compass?
I have no doubt.
We had no idea what that was.
I went almost 50 years not recognizing
Yeah.
it, so I think that's one of the things we need to work on.
Yeah. You know, and that surprises me because as a kid, I knew, like at Shatter State College, I knew where every single cornerstone of every building was. I knew where every lodge was in Western and South Dakota. I knew where every lodge was. You know, and,
I didn't have any
so-
background, any family that was Masonic or anything
Right,
like that,
right.
so that probably had it, and I'm oblivious to everything.
Right. And well, for me is, I mean, none of my family, because like I say, they were all gone by the time I came around, so it wasn't like my dad went to lodge or my uncles went to lodge or anything like that. But when we went to cemeteries, we knew where the Masonic area was. We knew where, everything like that was. So at least I had a little bit of history that way. So.
Awesome. We'll take another quick break. We'll hear from the rest of our sponsors. And we may have to take a quick break. It'll be a break. Sponsors are going to do a great job.
I believe we're already broken there.
Time is relative.
Time
It's
is
something.
that's profound.
We are as
Give me back
dust
the
in the wind.
On that note, we'll see you after these commercials.
Demonstrate that love never ends through the commitment to support past and present service members, the communities that surround them, and the loved ones of those whom we will never forget. Visit deganpage.org for more information.
That was on the.
No,
That's some good.
We're in already. He's already
yeah,
started
it doesn't matter if you're ready. We're in.
All right, we're back. Take it away, Joe.
Take it away, Bob. And we're back. You still be off?
Not externally.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bob. All right, and we're back. I said that once.
We've already gone over this.
Still back. We continue to be back.
We're still back.
Go.
Back in black.
Get attacked by the Giggle Monster.
The giggle monster.
I hate it when that happens.
The giggle monster. Goo goo.
Lord.
There's a vein on Jim's forehead. It's just about to pop. This is going to be awesome.
Jim 2.
Jim 2.
What do you want to talk about?
Thank you, Patrick.
Somebody's got to be the adult in the room here.
Ironic that it's you.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We
Do
can
you
talk about
want to talk about perhaps firearms?
we could talk about firearms, whiskey, and tattoos.
Ooh.
How about that?
How about
Sounds
all
lovely.
three combined?
How about all three combined? So
Maybe not firearms and whiskey at the same time.
probably not. No, that's illegal. So we don't want to. As a kid growing up in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota, we did a lot of hunting and fishing. So I grew up around a lot of different guns. We had Air Force guys from Ellsworth Air Force Base come out and go hunting on the ranch. And to this day, I'm very happy that the airplane does the shooting and the bombing, because after watching some of these guys shoot, it was pretty embarrassing.
Well, they are Air Force.
They are Air Force, yes, sir. So, great guys, but couldn't hit the inside of a barn, standing inside of the barn, shooting the inside of a barn. So,
Thank you for your service.
thank you for your service. But again, I'm glad the airplane does all the work for you.
I push buttons and my chair spins.
Oh no, the Marine came out.
The Marine came out,
We've lost Joe.
so.
Cut his mic.
Do I need to mute myself?
He's still got his button over here though.
Sorry, carry on. No, there's more buttons.
I know. What? That was my question.
Oh. So
How about tattoos?
Tattoos. Oh, tattoos. I love tattoos. Tattoos are...
Okay. I've never had a tattoo.
Okay.
I've always told myself,
hey, Patrick, pull the mic up to your face.
sell me on a tattoo.
Please tell me, everybody, if you're listening, please tell me you're watching now.
Why do I want to get a tattoo?
Why do you want to get a tattoo? Because only the cool kids have tattoos.
Because I listen to you guys describe the pain and the uncertainty of not the right tattoo artist. It seems
Right,
like a lot
right.
of obstacles.
Well, for me, I research. I do a lot of research. I have a design in mind. It goes on in my mirror in my bathroom. I look at it every day. Is that something I want? Yes. Is that something I need? Yes. When it came to my Masonic tattoos, it was no question. As soon as I was Master of the Lodge, I'm getting that. You know, as soon as I became Scottish Rite, I'm getting that. You know, as soon as I had all 3 degrees done, the EA Fellowcraft Master, I just need to figure out what cool design do I want. When it came for a tattoo for my daughter, this is what I'm getting. You know,
A tattoo for you.
for me, yeah, that represented my daughter.
Because your daughter's on youth soccer.
She is on USA. Well, she is an 8-year-old terrorist, so you know that's
With a tattoo.
with a tattoo.
She's easy to pick out on the game. You know which one's her.
She's the one hurting the child with the tattoo. Yes. So for me, it's easy. If it's something that's near and dear to my heart, that's why I do it.
So do you take that design that you have on the mirror and take a picture of it, or how do you translate that to?
Well, you take it into your tattoo
What was
artist.
that?
I keep bumping into this mic, so I was getting ready to box with it.
Because it didn't look anything like
That's
that.
not boxing there, my friend. So you take that picture into your tattoo artist.
Good.
I didn't make this happen.
Or just follow your hands.
Well, clearly you take it in there.
Yes, you take it into your the
Do
tattoo.
you redraw it?
If there's little things that they want to touch up, make better, things like that, yes. My tattoo on my calf was drawn by Nan Ricks. It is as it is, because she drew it. It's very special to me. So when I took it to my tattoo artist, I said, you see this? This is what's going on my body.
Yeah.
Like this. And if you change it, you're never getting business again. So.
I don't know if I've told this story on the show, but I've got a tattoo, and the mirror made me think about it. I've got my kids' initials on my shoulder. I've got armor that goes down the side of my shoulder, but I've got their initials. And so one of the things they do is that they'll put a template over, and it's in purple before they color or anything else.
It's called a stencil.
A stencil, whatever. I'm not a tattoo artist, or an artist at all, or podcast. Anyway, so they show you in the mirror, and he asked me, he said, Does that look good to you? You like that? I said, yeah, I really do like that. But I said, I got one question for you. He said, what's that? I said, I'm looking in the mirror and everything is right side. Shouldn't it be backwards in the mirror? Looks at my shoulder, looks at that again. Hold on a second, got a washcloth. If I hadn't have seen that, everything on my shoulder would have been backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah, here's a note to everyone. When they ask you to look at it in the mirror,
Look at it in the mirror.
No regrets.
If I had
No
no regrets.
No regrets.
Is there any tattoos that you got that you later regret?
Nope, not a single one. Not a single one.
I
Did
agree
you have
with that.
tattoos before becoming a Mason?
Say that one more time.
Did you have tattoos before
I did,
becoming a
yes.
Mason?
Yeah, I had, so I've got the 1989 Batman emblem on the shoulder. I've got a Polynesian bat on the shoulder. I've got a Husker N with 2 femurs underneath of it to throw in the bones. Go Big Red. I had this Batman emblem with a set of Viking thorns. I had this Batman emblem here. So, yeah,
I take it he's into Batman.
I do love a good Batman. Yes. Yeah, I am a Batman nerd. Fun fact, there are 2 comic book superheroes that are Masons / related to Masons. You want to take a guess who?
Captain America?
Captain America Steve Rogers is a Mason, along with Bucky Barnes. There is an actual panel in a Captain America comic where he's standing on the steps of Washington Monument saying to several old gentlemen, he goes, "I can't wait to get back to Lodge to see you because I love my brothers."
That'd be a sweet tattoo
That
to get
is-
that panel.
That panel, yeah, it is. And then the second one is Bruce Wayne. His father, Thomas Wayne, was a Mason. And there is an actual drawing of a corner of the Batcave where there is Masonic regalia. That was his dad's. So he has a room of reflection in the Batcave. I found that when I was researching for a Masonic education piece I did for Lodge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was completely blown away by that. The Masonic stuff is in comics. And I was like, yeah, that is awesome. So,
I had seen the Steve Rogers one, but not the Batman.
yeah, his father, Thomas Wayne, was a Mason.
So you mentioned the Chamber of Reflection.
Yes.
Heath has dubbed his studio the Chamber of Recording. I take 0 credit. That was all for Heath.
I approve.
The buds are getting to work out tonight.
Why have are you going to use them?
Right. I don't even know what this one does. And now we know.
I don't even know that we
Still
want
waiting.
to. I don't know that we want to continue, but I think the original question was guns, tattoos, and
Whiskey? Or
Whiskey.
women?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
you said women. That's why I was careful what we were asking. So
Yeah.
why don't we stick with the whiskey?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
What's your favorite whiskey?
Well, I grew up watching my father drink Gentleman Jack, so Gentleman Jack will always be very, very near and dear to my heart. My dad, when I would come home for Christmas or holidays, he'd go like, "Hey boy, let's go have a shot," and it always scared me to death because he would take an 8-ounce glass and fill it to the top. I dubbed that the Wayne Coke shot because he would just, "Okay, you're next." I can't do that. I can't do that. So
Wow.
so yeah, I watched my dad do some pretty amazing things with bottles of Jack Daniels as a kid growing up. It's like you've been drinking all day, yet you're still working cattle and you're outworking these young guys.
Well, I figured it would start with watch this.
No.
Where'd it go?
We don't do watch those in South Dakota. It's hold my
You
beer.
hold this. You hold this.
Hold my beer, I'm going to start drinking.
So
Have you ever hung out with Steve Barkus at Grand Lodge?
oh yes,
He brings those suitcases with special drinks.
with his special drinks in there. That he is amazing, isn't he?
He's a
You're having
menace.
technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
menace, a
or something?
menace.
Menace.
I love Steve. He's the
It
best.
might be good. Hang on a second. We're gonna stop and regroup. We'll be right back.
At Homeward Handyman Services, we pride ourselves on being honest and giving every job the attention it deserves. Owned and operated by a master mason with 2 decades of expertise in home repair. We are bonded and insured, and we carry the highest standards when it comes to taking care of your home. Whether you need a faucet changed or a light remodel, we can take care of your home improvement needs. Call Michael at 402-915-0824 today for a free estimate.
Okay, we're back. Technical difficulties. The camera ran out of battery.
We didn't even know we left.
Camera
We're
1,
back now.
Camera 2, Camera 1,
Camera 1, camera 2.
We are back.
What a movie reference-filled episode.
Do you ever do extreme close-ups like on Wayne World?
No, we do the.
You should do the
What's the
357 logo.
You caught that was his reference. Number one, number two. Number
Yeah.
one, number two. Okay. All right.
That's why I referenced the same movie.
Well,
It's just an incredible coincidence.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth. Is that good? Satisfied? You look confused. That happens when
I
you get
am.
old.
We were talking about holding beer, and now all of a sudden we switched. So.
Has anyone ever been to Milwaukee?
What is it? Tequankin? What was the tribe?
Algonquin?
Algonquin. Oh,
When
yeah.
Alice Cooper's giving like this super serious.
Well, actually, Wayne.
Does this guy know how to party or what? You just want to restart? The restart?
Oh, no, we're good. If they've stuck with us this far, they have no standards.
They have no standards.
So, whiskey of choice is Gentleman Jack.
Yes. So after being here, I found a couple new drinks that I'm gonna have to try.
Yeah,
So
mine is definitely
you,
Shanky's Whip.
yeah, you have. I've seen the light through you, so I thank you for that.
Black, smooth, and Irish.
Yep.
That's me.
Just like you.
Potato.
What about you, Patrick? What's your favorite whiskey?
I think I'm coming around to Shanky's. I mean, Screwball. I like Screwball.
Screwball's a good whiskey.
'Cause I like peanut butter. I have pretty low standards. I don't.
Have you had the Screwball, the barbecue whiskey?
Oh,
What?
They have a barbecue whiskey. It tastes.
Oh, my.
It has a nice smoky aftertaste. It's very, very good. I highly recommend that when you're pulled pork sandwiches or brisket. It's a very good ad.
I do have a whiskey smoking kit over there on the toolbox.
Oh.
With
Smoked whiskey is amazing.
5
Smoked
different
old
kinds
fashioned.
of smoke. What about you, Jim?
Free, Joe. Free.
Good answer. I had a friend who tried to turn me on to bourbon. Like, he bought me all kinds of bourbon. And just left it here at the house. Like, I don't like bourbon.
I don't mind mix, Jack and Coke, something like that.
Yeah. All right.
That's usually the go-to for whiskey.
Did anybody think about shout-outs?
All the time.
Just waking up in the morning thinking about shout outs.
I get out of bed, I got a shout-out for my wife.
I think you mispronounced shit.
We're on a roll,
I got
man.
a shout out.
Yeah.
It's kind of generic, kind of cheesy, but just tomorrow being the Mizpah picnic, just all the guys that have come before to make our lodge and contribute to Nebraska Masonry, but to make Mizpah the special place that it is, that I love coming to. Just a shout out to all those guys who came before me.
Here,
That's
you
a good
guys
one.
do have one hell of a
Good
lodge. Anybody else?
Well, yeah, I'll shout out to my wife for letting me
Good
do
man.
everything that I'm doing in masonry. And we just celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary. So not
Congratulations.
not tonight. So I'd be dead right now.
21st and last.
21st and last. Shout out to my daughter and her Peony Rainbow group and everything like that. And then I really want to give a shout out to Nan and Dennis Ricks because they are the reason I'm here. Dennis has been quite possibly the best mentor, brother, teacher, a guy could ever have. And he showed me what true masonry is and how to carry myself through masonry. So, and that's one of those things I wish everybody had a Dennis Ricks in their life when it came to masonry, because that man has forgotten more about masonry than I'll ever know. So, and then and just a shout out to you guys because this is awesome. This has been so much fun. So
This one has, in particular, been very fun.
Why don't you go first?
You want me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
I don't really have one, except Heath, our producer. He's out fighting the good fight, working his tail off. He works in the evening, like 2 to 11. So he's out in the heat of the day.
wow.
Yeah. God bless him for being young.
Well, for the second episode in a row, I've got kind of a downer for mine.
Jesus.
This last week we lost worshipful brother John Bromer. And for those Masons out there that know what I'm talking about, John was a great ritualist and he was King Solomon for me. He was a real guy. He told it the way it was. And so, but in private, I learned so much from him. The way that the Masonry should be, and a great love for the ritual part of it. So I'm going to give a shout out to his family. The funeral will be the day that this comes out. It's going to be on, well, if this comes out on Sunday, it'll be Monday, 1 o'clock. So if anybody can join us, he will be having a Masonic funeral here in town. But shout out to his family. Thank you for allowing us the time that we got with worshipful brother Bromer.
All right. I have this under closing thoughts. It should have been on shout outs. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday. She's 30 years old. Just go with it.
Okay.
She's 30.
Congratulations.
Times 2 plus a few and a few more
Yeah. We'll
and a
leave it
few
at
more
that.
than that.
I'll just take your word for it.
Let's see what we have coming up. August 26th, we will be remembering Corporal Dagan Page's sacrifice for our country, for our freedom. They are tonight. They did a walk in his remembrance down around Millard. Millard Days is going on right now. It's some of his favorite haunts, and it ends up at a local establishment for some drinks afterwards. That's probably really, really going right now. September 8th, we have the Nebraska Masonic Charity Golf Tournament.
Yes, in North Bend.
North Bend.
North Bend. Yes.
Can you tell us anything about that?
It is fundraiser for Masonic Home in Fremont, North Platte, and anything else that the Grand Lodge is sponsoring. We're still in need of a few teams, so if you know of anybody who wants to get a team together, don't be shy. Sign up. You can go on the Grand Lodge page and sign up for your team. We're going to have some great prizes, a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to be there as well too.
We will
aren't
be
you?
podcasting from there.
Yeah. So maybe you'll get on the podcast. Maybe they'll hit you with some quick fire questions or something like that. And
We may or may not stamp your golf ball with our logo.
that would be awesome right there. So
Make a few witty observations while we're there.
We may heckle a few fellas.
yeah, I think the heckling is expected. So. But yeah, so get a team together, come on out, have fun, have a steak dinner afterwards, steak, potato, salad. It is so good. The brothers there in North Bend, they cook an amazing meal at the end, and a bratwurst at the halfway mark. So it is so much fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of good time,
Excellent.
a lot of good brotherhood.
Yeah.
So
Jim, you've got a couple things coming up at Nebraska 1, right?
We do Nebraska 1 on the 25th, which is Monday. Again, about the time this comes out, we're going to have a movie night at the lodge. We're going to open the doors at 6:30. We're going to start the movie at 7. We're watching National Treasure, and it's a great opportunity, even if you've seen the movie, to be able to watch a movie about Freemasons with actual Freemasons. We'll have a good time with that. And then the other big event we've got, which has just been announced here in the last week. It is our 170th anniversary of our getting our charter on October 3rd. So we've got some special guests that'll be coming to the lodge. We've got the Grand Master. We've got the Grand Historian will be here. We've got T.J. Brumfield, our worshipful master, will be saying a few words. The 357 Studio Podcast will be there. We will be interviewing past master Matthew Parker. So it's open to the public. If you want to hear a little bit about our history, the history of Freemasonry in Nebraska, see a few artifacts. We've got a couple of those left around. We call them past masters, but no, we've got some other historical artifacts that we'll be showing off. So it's going to be, if you're into history, you're going to have a good time. You missed it. You missed it.
Yeah, my timing's always impeccable.
So that'll be October 3rd at 6 o'clock.
All right, Patrick, you have something going on in your lodge too, don't you?
We do. It's a little low-key, but it's always a good time. This coming Wednesday, August 27th, 7 o'clock, we're just having a fellowship night, playing board games. Sometimes we just sit around and talk, and we have a gigantic TV in our lodge room. So watch something, watch a movie. Sometimes we hook up the old-school NES to it.
Hell yeah.
So if somebody hears this, they want to come by, if they're interested in masonry, if they want to check out Mizpah, 7 o'clock Wednesday night.
All right. I think the only other thing I have is our Veterans Dinner, still a go.
Do you have anything that you want to...
Oh, yeah. Anything in your lodge you want to bring up?
I'm trying to think. December 21st, we're going to have a meet and greet with Santa. So we are going to get that.
You couldn't book him?
Wait, which Santa do you have?
The best Santa.
Oh.
The only Santa.
August Santa?
The only Santa you ever need to know. So we're going to have a little...
Is Santa double booked?
So we're...
Because we've got Santa coming to our lodge in December.
But
Maybe it's just a different time.
It could be.
Different
Hope
time
so.
slot.
hopefully it's not on the same time, because I'll fight you for it.
No, I think it's different times.
Okay,
but
good. So-
You say best Santa, and I know who the best Santa is.
Well, I know who the best Santa is. So...
Guys, listen, I will
Yeah.
cut a bitch.
So I will be we'll be getting that out on Facebook and social media, Grand Lodge and things like that. We'll have some snacks and some hot chocolates, some beverages. Have the kids come out and have a little picture area, take a picture, Santa Claus. Come see a lodge. Come see our lodge. Ask questions.
Very cool.
We're gonna try to have. Well, we're not gonna try. We will have all of our officers present. Because I know where they live, and I will bring them in.
Even if they're bound and gagged, they will be there.
They will be in
Christmas
their chair.
vacation.
Christmas vacation.
They may be unconscious, but there they will be.
So, bring a prospective candidate. Bring someone who doesn't know that we have a Masonic lodge in Valley.
Yeah.
So-
Don't even bring them with the purpose of recruiting, with air quotes.
Just
Like,
let them see things.
Yeah.
Just let them know that we're there and what we do and who we are. And
You good?
I'm great.
All right. Fantastic. I think that's the end of our show.
No, the end was a long time ago.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you stuck with us this far, I really appreciate that. It's been a good one. Been a fun one.
It's been a fun one.
More to come.
More to come.
All right. On that note, travel well, my brothers.
Well,
When it comes to something as important as insurance, it's imperative that you work with an agency who has an in-depth knowledge of multiple insurance products, companies, and guidelines, not just one. We are completely independent agents, and we work for your best interests. We are Mason-friendly. We have locations in Fremont and Elkhorn. We provide policies for virtually all of your personal and commercial needs, including health and dental. Visit our website at www.theinsurancecenterinc.com. We're available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.